Hey, what's up y'all? It's Tarika, aka Isolated Beauty, and I'm coming at you guys with a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys the truth about dance journals and how keeping a dance journal has helped me, as well as why I think all dancers should keep a dance journal. If you guys are feeling this video already, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to click that subscribe button if you have not already as well. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tarika. My artist name is Isolated Beauty, and this is where I share my journey as an artist as well as a young woman. I really hope that you guys like this video, and yeah, let's get into it. I'll be breaking this video up into 4 sections. I will be talking about why I believe dancers should keep a journal, how keeping a journal has helped me, what do I actually keep in my journal, as well as advice for those who are looking to start a dance journal. So why should dancers keep a journal? For one, it's impressive. It makes you look more professional. It makes you look more put together. You seem like you're more for real of a dancer. It shows that you care about your art. It shows that you have intentions on working on everything that you're given outside of the classroom. You may think that you will remember everything that happens in class or happens after school, after dance, whatever, and you don't. So I think that is why dancers should keep a journal. Lastly, it's just a nice way to document your progress. You can see like, oh, I used to struggle with this exercise, but now I can do this exercise well, or oh, I felt this way about this choreography, but now I feel good. It's just a very nice way to document your progress and document all that you're learning. So those are the main reasons why I believe that dancers should keep a dance journal. Now I will be telling you guys how keeping a dance journal has helped me. When I tell you guys, my journal is literally my safe place. I write in my dance journal as if it was my diary. So literally I will write down my actual thoughts and feelings and emotions about how I felt that day. It's helped me retain choreography, pick up on choreography faster. It helped me apply corrections faster because that's something that I've always had trouble with. Once I started doing my dance journal because it was something that I wanted to do and it was something that I realized would help me, it became something that I genuinely wanted to do versus something that I was forced to do or I had to do for a grade. And I feel like that's a bit different. Even though dance is a very physical art form, I need more than that sometimes. Like someone can show me something, and I still don't understand. But when I write it down, when I put it in my own words, like, that really helps me. I feel like that's the stigma with dance journals, like, oh, you pick up on choreography slow, oh, you're slow, you don't understand this, you don't understand that. There is nothing wrong with that. However you have to understand is how you have to understand it, and dance journaling has simply helped me understand my body more, helped me understand dance as an art form as a whole more. Sometimes you need more than just a physical demonstration. You need to write it down, you need to see it in words, have it somewhere that you'll see it all the time. You can repeat it to yourself so you can understand as well as retain what you're learning. I feel like that's why a lot of people don't keep dance journals, because they're afraid of the judgment, they're afraid of how they're gonna look. But at the end of the day, how you have to get it is how you have to get it. It is okay to keep a dance journal. Who doesn't understand, and it's not for them to understand. It's for you to pick up on your choreography, pick up on your combinations, and become a better dancer. The last reason why I started keeping my dance journal, especially like in class or by my bar spot or even by where I'm dancing that day in class, is because I wanted to appear more professional. I have a deep love for my art, obviously, and I wanted that to radiate through my actions and through how I carry myself in class. So every day, when I don't forget it in my dorm, I bring my dance journal and I write down corrections that I am personally given. I even write down corrections that are given to the dancers around me, because at the end of the day, I might be doing it too and you just may not see me. I just wanted to show that I care about my art. I have intentions on working outside of class, and I care about this enough to write it down. I care about it enough to keep it somewhere where I can always go back and look at it and stuff like that. It has helped me tremendously. So yeah, that is why I keep a dance journal, and now I'm gonna be getting into what's actually in my dance journal. So this is my dance journal. This is simply a black notebook that I got from Walmart, and inside of it, it has this little band just to keep everything together, as well as 2 little black bookmarks right there. I got this from Walmart, like I said. It's in a seed type bullet journal, the perfect size. I had one bigger than this last semester, but I decided to get this one because, I don't know, I just liked it. I thought the size was like perfect. it just looks nice, I guess. I don't know. The reason why I always get dotted paper is because I do bullet journal spreads. I don't do a ton of them, but I do a few just for what I need. It also has this little pocket right there. This is my actual journal. Now I'm gonna be telling you guys some of the things that I keep in my journal. The first thing that I have is a future log, which is basically my semester at a glance. I have a mini calendar for each month, as well as important dates, important auditions, important events that I know of. This is just a nice place so you can see everything that you have in a semester at once. The next thing that I have is my spring schedule for the semester, as well as my class and professors information. I decided to do this just so I can have everything in one place, because my dance journal is like always in my face. So just in case I forget, just in case I need to contact one of my professors about something, this is where I can go. The next thing that I have in my dance journal is probably my favorite pages of this entire journal. It just helps me so much. I look at it every single day, every time I'm just feeling not necessarily discouraged, but I need a little bit more extra motivation. Even when I just want to look at it, I can look at it, and that is a mini vision board. I think that this is so important, just to have a visual place to see your goals and what you are striving for. This is mine right here. I have some washi tape as some decoration, as well as pictures relating to my goals. I wrote down 2020 vision board right there. This is my favorite place. I love, like I said, to just see what I'm working for. And I look at this every night before I go to bed. I look at this after I'm done working out. I just look at it all the time just to know what I'm working for and know my reason and know what is keeping me so motivated. The next thing that I have are my goals and tasks for the entire semester. So this is just a general list. Of course, this list, you know, I add to it, I cross stuff off of it, but this is just things that I hope to do and accomplish during the semester, and as well as just like during these next, what is it, 5 months in general. And then I get into like some monthly stuff. So I have a January title page. I do this for every single month. And then I do a calendar. So I did this like type calendar right here. It was just something to try it out. I have like 2 lines per day to write down important events and things that I have during January. Beside my calendar, I have my January goals as well as my January tasks. So those goals that I have for the semester, I can break those down month by month. And I really love this page too, because I can see once again what I'm working for. I always write down my goals, what I have to do, and keep a very visual representation of my vision, because like seeing is believing type thing. You know, when you see it, you know you're working towards it, all that jazz. The next thing that I have is habit trackers. Now these, I feel like I'm doing pretty good now, but you know, it's the beginning of the year, it's the beginning of the month, new decade, so I probably just like got that little New Year's flow. But hopefully this is something that I really want to keep up with more, because I feel like this keeps me motivated. Like when I'm crossing off my little boxes, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right so far. Some things are better than others, but when I'm crossing off those boxes, when I see that the boxes are all getting filled up, it really helps me and motivate me to do those things every day. So I really recommend that you do that. I track when I work out. Do I drink water that day? Do I eat breakfast? Do I actually write in my dance journal? Do I eat lunch or dinner? I can't eat both for some reason, which is probably bad, but do I eat lunch or dinner? Just as long as I eat 2 meals a day at least. And do I read, watch, or research? So basically what this means is that I do something educational pretty much. Do I watch a documentary? Do I watch dance videos on Instagram or YouTube? Do I read a book that day? These change depending on the month, depending on like something that I need to do that month. It's just the last spread that I have is technically a weekly spread. I'm gonna change it into weekly, but as of right now, it's a bi-weekly spread, and that is literally my workout routine for the next 2 weeks. I do this little chart, but I write down all of the exercises, and then I write down columns for each day, and I check off as I do each exercise as I'm working out. If you'd like to see a more in-depth video about how I create these spreads, about what you should include in your spreads, then let me know in the comments and I can make that happen. The last thing that I have is just a little quote for some extra motivation, and this one says, "You have the power to manifest all of your dreams, but first you must remove all doubt and replenish the empty spaces with love and intentions. Whatever you can't replenish will be restored through God." And I got that quote off of Instagram. And I just keep that just for some extra motivation. That quote really spoke to me at the beginning of this year, so I decided to keep it in my journal. So from there, I literally keep a running list, because I don't know how much or how little I would write that day. The things that I keep a running list of are the dates, what I eat, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever I eat that day, I write it down to hold myself accountable. I don't really eat unhealthy in general, but my biggest problem is snacks. Your girl love her some snacks, baby, but we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. And then when I'm in school, I'm not in school right now. I go back next week, which is like mad crazy right now. But I write down corrections in class as well as combinations that we did. And then I write down my thoughts and reflection about the day in class. So this is where the personal diary comes in. This is where the personalization of my journal comes in. And I literally write down like, oh, I was trash today. I don't know what my deal was today. Like, I literally write down how I felt that day. Or, oh, class was so good today. I really broke a sweat. It felt very good. Literally, it may sound childish, but it helps you so much because this starts to feel like not a task or like something that you just dread. It becomes something that you genuinely want to do, and it's very therapeutic to just write down about your day and document how you're doing in class and all of that. The last two things that I track is if I work out. So I literally work out, and I put a little check box and I check that box off whether I work out or not. I've been doing pretty good so far. And I also track my water. I tried to drink 8 bottles of water a day, but that's really hard for some reason to me. So the highest that I get up to is like 4 or 5 on a really good day, and even so, as of lately, I haven't been doing very good with that. So I like to track my water just as a little challenge to like color in those 8 little zeros. So towards the end of the month, I like to do a monthly reflection. So the things that I like to keep in there are things that I've accomplished, things to work on and improve, things that I've learned, and a preview of the following month. It's just nice to keep all of those things in one spot and see how I can make the following month better. Those are some of the things that I keep in my dance journal. Like I said, if you would like to see a more in-depth video about how to create these spreads, about different dance bullet journal spreads, then let me know. So the next thing that I will be telling you guys is advice to those who are looking to start dance journaling. The biggest thing is there's no right or wrong way to do it. Like, however you have to keep your journal, you keep your journal that way. Don't worry about how I keep my journal necessarily. This is just for inspiration as well as tips. How you keep your journal is how you keep your journal. So you don't even have to get this journal. If you want a regular composition notebook, if you want one of those like little mini notebooks, you know what I'm saying, so you can throw it in your purse, girl, you do that. You keep whatever you want. Always do what works for you. Another piece of advice that I have as far as keeping a dance journal is that you can be as simple or as elaborate as you want. Like for me, at the beginning, I keep my spreads because those are something that I have to look at more frequently, but literally I keep a running list of everything. That is how I keep up with my stuff, and I highlight particular things so I can see them better, and if it like needs to jump out at me. But yeah, you can do literally what you want. Remember that this is a tool and it's something that you have to look at all the time. So I think it's wise to, like, of course, do some decorations, but will you have time to do that every day is the question. But also don't make it like so basic that, oh, you just dread looking at this. It's just corrections. It's just about how I sucked in class. Like, it's something that you want to look at every day. So think about that as you're creating your dance journal. I think my favorite point is let it be a safe place. Document all of the journey. Literally, especially when I was in high school, I would write about my awful days, baby. If my teacher was getting on my nerves, I wrote about it. If I couldn't do this exercise, I wrote about it. Like, document all of the journey. Let your journal be a safe place for you and your dance journey, and it will become much more therapeutic. It will begin to help you so much more than you think. Document all of the journey. Like, don't just write down when you do good, write down when you do bad too, because at the end of the day, if you don't acknowledge your mistakes and acknowledge what you need to work on, how are you gonna get better at it? Another big point, do not worry about what other people will think. There's nothing wrong with keeping a dance journal. So what if people are gonna look at you sideways like, oh, she got a journal? Or even, I think the biggest thing now is just like, oh, she thinks she's better than everybody because she keep her little funky little journal. Girl, keep your journal, because at the end of the day, you are the one working towards being a better dancer. You are the one working towards improving and bettering yourself as a dancer. So what people think? No one should think anything negative of it, because at the end of the day, they need to be keeping a dance journal too, baby. Recommend them to this video. Hello, here it is. Period. But no, seriously, just don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about the judgment. Keep this journal for you. Keep it because you want to become a better dancer, and keep it because you want to document your journey and you care about your art just that much. The last thing I would say, and I think that this will help a lot, tell yourself that you deserve to be a better dancer. Like, sure, this is something that's easy to forget. This is a habit that, like, it takes some time to form. I'm not even perfect at it. Sometimes I forget my journal in my dorm, or sometimes, like, I forget to take notes as I'm going through class, like during my breaks and stuff like that. But you have to tell yourself that I deserve to be the best dancer that I can be. I deserve to improve. I deserve to correct my mistakes so that I can be better. You have to tell yourself that this is something that you deserve, and it will become something that you genuinely want to do. That is pretty much it for this video. I really hope that you guys liked it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Do not forget to click that subscribe button if you have not already as well. Join the fam, baby. If you guys have any additional questions or comments, leave them in the comments about my dance journal. I will be happy to answer those for you guys. I don't think I have anything else to say, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.